Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to this stock market and commodities update video where we do support and resistance levels as well as what's the most likely scenario where price would be heading into later this week. So we'll be looking at natural gas, UNG, oil, as well as gold and the US dollar and QQQ, S&P 500, Tesla, Nvidia, Apple, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Meta. Let's get started with natural gas first. So natural gas pretty much hit its last level of support and bounced there. Because the last thing we want to see is we break that $3 range and come back below into this lower range of the structure. We already broke a couple of supports up here, but there was less volume over there. And you can see that at this $3 zone, how many times we have rejected from this level. So that means that price is above it. So it should act as support. If we do break that, then we're probably going to be looking at more of an equilibrium than meaning a big move up, big move down, retrace most of its moves, then in equilibrium, meaning it would just tighten up into probably for a while. Because if this doesn't happen, it will probably take us to probably end of the year due to the size of these moves. Equilibrium just means the next move is going to be within the prior move, and keep on going. It just tightens up until it breaks that range. Something a little bit similar to kind of like what we have back here. Move up, big move down. You can see we tighten up here, even though we had a bigger move down here, but you get the idea of this tiny range where we broke out of this triangle because of this initial move. Similar kind of luck, bigger move, but we'll see if that does break $3. But now we did bounce off of it so far. Let's take a look at what, even though we did bounce off of $3 range support, there's zero signs of it bouncing further at the moment. It's still just bulls playing defense, just like yesterday. They played defense at 3.07, didn't play any offense, and nothing happened. Just like this bounce here. So far, no structural change for the bulls, and we're still below the 12 EMA, and no early uptrend yet either. So no signs of bulls at this moment, other than bulls playing some defense at $3 at this moment. So what we want to see, an hourly trend change back to the bulls and forming some kind of structural changes along the way. Otherwise, bears are still in full control at the moment. All right, let's take a look at UNG. So UNG, similar idea. Broke below, bounced back above the 7.18 zone, which is a key support zone. You can see right there all these resistance supports when we're above it, and now we're acting as support. So we want to see UNG stay above 7.18, and same thing with natural gas. We want to see an hourly structural change. Otherwise, it's just an hourly downtrend, bouncing along the way and continuing the downtrend. You can see every bounce here, right? All these bounces all get sold off. Hourly downtrend. We're confirming an hourly uptrend. So hourly downtrend will be our guide until bulls able to bounce here. Now I want to see bulls break above today's high for a potential hourly trend change back to the bulls. And we can more safely say that this is going to mark the bottom of this entire drop. But as of now, no signs of that yet showing up at this moment. All right, let's take a look at oil. Oil broke below, bounced back above. And so the next level I'm looking at is breaking pretty much yesterday's high, which is also today's high. Looking like a double top here at this moment. So see if that range breaks. As the daily uptrend continues, and you can see we have confirmed a daily uptrend here on Thursday. So that's Friday. On Friday, so no signs of red flag for bulls. Pretty much we are trading top of the range as long as we break above tomorrow's high and Friday's high. Daily uptrend continues. Early chart looks good as well. We'll see if it continues or not. And gold here. Gold is still flagging. So yesterday I talked about the bull flag, and you can see this is the pull, and we have retraced less than 38.2%. So it's still in a bull flag. we just need to break above this Friday's high, which is 1931.25. We got slightly above it by like 25 cents, so it's pretty much a double top. We need a clear break above that high to be a confirmed bull flag. But still within the bull flag, we'll see if it ends up confirming or not. And it will get negated if we do break below 1900, this level. If we go down below that, then the bull flag gets negated. Take a look and see exactly where we get negated. Pretty much this yellow box. So if it breaks below the yellow box around this 1907, bull flag gets negated. As of now, it's still flagging, so we'll see if it ends up breaking above it or not in the next coming few days. The US dollar is still shaping up that head and shoulders look that I mentioned here. And head and shoulders just a uptrend into a downtrend, but it needs to break this neckline down here from a daily downtrend. So now we're still quite a bit of ways. So we'll see. Dollar pop above in the morning, and let's see hourly charts here. Get some more clues. So we are in an hourly downtrend, but it's a very choppy one, so not a clear direction. What I want to see is we break below today's low, because you can see today's low was yesterday's high resistance, now acting as support. Same thing over here. You can see these supports, these resistance, and now acting as support. So if the bears can take down below this, then we're probably going to come back down to this 105.63. So we'll see if this 106 level breaks or holds. If it holds and bounces higher and confirm hourly uptrend, then that head and shoulders on a daily will get negated because we'll get bounce, head higher, and that head and shoulders look will get negated. But so now it's still starting to shape up. So we'll see if pulling back. There's a lot of macro news going on in the world, so it's a little bit hard to really predict what the dollar is going to do, other than just gotta be aware of those news and the technicals at the same time, because they will coincide with each other when things happen. All right, let's head over to the stock market. And so essentially we had a big gap down in the morning, and bull just bought the dip like there was no tomorrow. So we'll have to see if technically this is just a double bottom. You can go to NASDAQ chart. NASDAQ did not break yesterday's low, but he did by a little bit, and pretty much we'll spot this dip as a double bottom. When we go to zoom out to the daily time frame, you can see we bounce back above that teal looking line, which is a 12 EMA. That's a good sign, because down here we have rejected that 12 EMA, right, 5 times. We're above it. We want to see it act as support, which we did on Friday and today as well. So that's 2 times of a bounce. Doesn't mean it's a game over for the bears, because this is still one move. Tomorrow, let's say, we just drop again. If we drop 1%, then we break below that double bottom, and we may potentially head down to this lower range here. If we do break that 12 EMA and today's double bottom, ideally bulls need to hold this 306. So it's 361, this level. You can see the amount of volume traded in this zone over here, this cluster of resistance can get over. If we do come down here, I want to see it acts as strong support, with also this support as well, this maroon looking line support, acting support at the same time, with coinciding with 361 if that does happen. But if we do bounce tomorrow, then we're probably going to come back up to test this downtrending line. Resistance, 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 right? So we're very close to resistance as well. So we'll see if that happens. But we need to break above today's high for us to even test this downtrending maroon looking resistance. So it's pretty much 50-50 here, in between. Let's see, 2%, 1%. Because for a bull, you can see bulls are looking for a daily higher low, meaning the daily higher low is an uptrend, right? Looking for a daily higher low. But if you're a bear, you can say we're looking for a weekly lower high, meaning all these highs are lower than the prior high. So if we're looking for another weekly lower high, means that weekly downtrend continues. So there's two sides of the coin. So depending on which boat you're on, we will get a clear break very soon. If we do get a break above Thursday's high, then we're going to come up to test this weekly high. So as a bear, you're looking for a weekly lower high. As a bull, you're looking for a weekly higher low. So on daily charts. So we'll see who ends up shaping that structure of the charts and wins very soon. Either it'll shape up. Today is Tuesday, so probably could shape up within. See, get 2 days of a green, then we could probably break that. Maybe we'll see, either this week or next week. SPY was much stronger today, and it makes sense due to QQ was getting dragged down by Nvidia, and SPY wasn't. So more of the sectors in SPY was green versus. So SPY confirmed a daily uptrend here because we broke that quadruple top, and we didn't get much volatility. We went straight to the 438 resistance, straight above it, and it's still a decent close. It's not like it's game over for the bulls, and we just have to break above this 438 pretty much double top zone tomorrow for more follow through on the uptrend. Wise, yeah, no signs of red flag at this moment. Early uptrend still intact as well, and we'll see if the bears do end up showing up defending this 438, as well as QQQ bears defending this 370 as well. We have Tesla earnings tomorrow, so that may dictate as well some directions. Yep, pretty much Tesla going sideways. I remember saying that yesterday. We're probably not going to get much of a move after this tiny range before earnings, which will dictate the direction we potentially may break these ranges. So get ready for tomorrow. Say we, big drop straight to this level, 238. Got some support going here. We may bounce here as well, or we go straight up and then get slight kind of a rejection as well in these levels. So we'll see. Or we just break through it because implied volatility is 8%, plus or minus 8%. So if we get that, right, we're gonna breakouts. But even if we break out above this downtrending resistance line, right, we go straight to 275. There's more resistance here as well. So we'll see. Depends on the earnings. So we can really know at this moment, other than we know this is a tiny range, which will break very soon. And if when it breaks, there'll be a lot of volume coming in. All right, Nvidia. So Nvidia, that head and shoulders, I guess, is playing out. After yesterday's bounce, I thought it wasn't going to play out. So now it's playing out. So I've been talking about this head and shoulders potentially shaping up. And we are pretty close to testing the neckline. Essentially, if we do break below, ideally, bulls want to hold above this low, this 409. Even so, if we break that 409, we're definitely coming down to this 403 zone. And if we break below 403, that's a head and shoulders confirmed. But we're still quite a bit away from that. So yeah, that's another 8%. I want to be predicting too far. I want to have the idea behind our head that it may potentially happen. And then we go to the hourly charts. So hourly chart is still in a downtrend. Hourly downtrend, 4 hour as well, 4 hour downtrend. But we did bounce back up at 437. So that's a good sign. And let's see. So 437 is pretty key here. You can see after the bounce, we drop, and then bulls are playing defense there now after coming back above it. If we break below that, we're testing the low of today. If we can hold 437, we may potentially get an hourly uptrend back to the bulls' favor. If we do get an hourly uptrend back to bulls' favor, and then chances of that head and shoulders forming up on the daily charts becomes less likely. So as of now, if the hourly downtrend continues, the chances of the head and shoulders forming increases the probability as it goes down. So hourly trend will be our guide for now. Let's see. All right, Apple. Let's see here, Apple. On the daily charts, came straight below as well, bounced back above. So it's a good sign that we tested this maroon uptrending support, bounce off of that. Doesn't make sense. We bounced off of 175. It's a very indecision candle. We pretty much closed in the middle, but we are back above 177. So that's good. As long as we hold above 177, which is the top of this structure, we may get a good chance to. That's 180. We'll see if that happens. Far, no red flags at this moment, other than we are in an hourly downtrend. So I want to see us break above today's high to become an hourly uptrend. Initial bounce, pivot being set, break above today's high right there. Then we have an hourly uptrend confirmed back to the bulls. Then we're very likely going to test 180. If we cannot get over today's high, then the hourly downtrend will continue, and we'll very likely break below 175. But we may get a double bottom, retest 175, then bounce. So we'll see how Apple holds tomorrow or not. All right, let's take a look at Amazon. Amazon, yeah, holding pretty well today, actually. But let's see. Daily uptrend still intact. Pivot being set, forming double bottom as well over here on this 128 level. And take a look here. Same thing. Amazon big enough bounce, a shallow retracement, so that's good. And we want to see it break above today's high for a hourly uptrend confirmed back to the bulls as well. It looks like an hourly bull flag to me, and a little bit slightly below it. So the idea is there it's a shallow retracement, so that's a good sign for the bulls. That would mean to essentially retest 1, 2. Let's look at Google. Google, absolutely no red flags. Literally straight up, a little bit of consolidation. Bounce off of the 12 EMA, which is a tail looking line. Retest it again today. Bounce off of it again. So it's pretty much trading at 52 highs, and bulls are all happy. And you can see that Google already has an hourly uptrend. The other tech stock doesn't. So it's a good sign that we may retest this 140 again. So that's good. If we do break above 140, then obviously 52 high will be our resistance. So take a look at Microsoft. Microsoft double top today at 355. And was pretty much near high of its day. So it's a good sign. But we're still not over above this downtrending resistance yet. So we have retested that. You can see we tried it there 3 times already this week. And so far, we haven't gone over it, but we are still in striking distance. So we're just 0.5% away from it. Let's say we get it 1% tomorrow, then that's a clear break. But we'll come up to also 335 resistance if we do break that. Ideally, we break above both and close above 335 for more bull follow through. We'll see if the bulls can end up pulling it off or not. All right, Meta. Meta also got this similar look to Google, where it's no red flags. See, Meta is green today, while QQQ was red. And its hourly trend is also in an hourly uptrend. That's why Google and Meta both outperformed the market today. That's why these trends are so important. You can see which one is relatively stronger or relatively weaker just from these hourly trends. It's an hourly uptrend confirmed right in the morning, and you can see there's more follow through there versus the other ones who have a big drop, right? So hourly uptrend will be our guide, and if we do break above 325, we're probably coming up to 330 zone to retest that resistance. So now, no signs of red flag for Meta bulls, and we're pretty much at close to 52 high, and we'll see if it can continue. All right, that's all I have for you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure to like, subscribe, or share if you guys made it this far or learned anything. And feel free to support the channel, join the memberships. I do membership videos Sunday, and I will see you guys tomorrow for more updates.